Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Honk honk, everyone. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. We're talking, well, this should kind of give you a clue. Harry and Meghan up to more stuff, more stuff. And I'm here to talk about it. Before I get into that, I just want to say thank you for being here. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, leave me comments. All that stuff helps YouTube recommend my video. I also want to remind you that I'm doing a steps challenge this week. That's right, on my second channel, Goose Adventure. I'm detailing how I've lost a significant amount of weight. It's been about 140 pounds. And I did it without the help of any kind of medical intervention. So check that out. But I am challenging everybody to take a bunch of steps this week. So if you want to participate, find it there. All right, let's get into today's story. Today I'm talking Emily Robinson, the new hire from Harry and Meghan. Now I have discussed her before, but more is coming out that I can't let this go. I think it's important to talk about. So I want to talk about this with you guys and get your feedback and your thoughts on all of this. Now, last time I talked about this, I did remind you all that she worked on The Crown. I got lots of comments saying, Jen, The Crown's fiction. I get it. I didn't really watch The Crown. So like it, don't care. It's more of, even if it's fiction, it's meant to, well, as they point out here, smear the royal family. I understand not all of it is, but there was a lot of digs taken at the royal family. Whether you believe it's true or based on truth or false, whatever it is, you're telling me, and that's why I made this name, you're telling me that if somebody made a TV show, whether it's loosely based on your family or even suggestion that it's based on your family, that you're okay with your spouse then turning around and hiring this person to do your PR. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue that I have with this. Not if The Crown was true or false. It's probably both. There's probably parts of reality and probably parts of fiction smashed together for, ratings. So I get that they're going to go sensational. I get that. I'm not disputing that or doubting that. My point is, I find this whole thing interesting. Harry is just such a hypocrite. They both are. They're such hypocrites. Harry loves to tease the idea of a reconciliation with King Pa, but yet does things like this. And I'm sure it was Meghan that hired this woman. I don't care. He's part of this team. He didn't say no because she's there, or if he did, that, you can make your own assumption what goes on with him and Meghan. But you get what I'm saying. She is now working for them. There's obviously something to this. So I just want to take a look at this article and just talk about what a weakling Harry is and just how ridiculous this whole idea is. So meet Harry and Meghan's new divisive PR chief who rules with an iron fist. And good luck with that with Meghan. How would that go? Even if she did rule with an iron fist, wouldn't that require somebody to listen to her? I doubt that that's happening. I'd love to know how much they're paying this woman too. Let's see. She spent years trying to smear the royal family. Could she soon be getting up to her old tricks? Uh-huh. That's what Meghan's banking on. I don't mean to leave Harry out of this. Harry and Meghan both, most likely, are banking on exactly this. Of course they want her to do that. And in my opinion, I feel like, of course, Meghan, knew. I just realized I forgot to turn on my lamp. She knew that this would be a divisive thing, right? That this would cause this kind of reaction. She loves it. She loves it. I can't decide if Harold is too stupid to realize that this was a terrible idea or if he loves it too. Probably both. I know he loves it. He loves to provoke the royal family. When's the last time the royal family spoke about them? They don't. Keep calm, carry on. Never complain, never explain. All those things. That one. Harry and Meghan can't shut up about the royal family. It's not fair. William got bigger sausages than me. What else do they have though, right? They got nothing. But hiring this woman, I just find that is so very them. So again, hypocrisy, thy name is Herald and fraud, because you can talk all you want. Their words and actions never meet. never match. He can talk all he wants about a reconciliation, but they do stuff like this. It's to me the same thing as him flying all the way to China to preach green travel with Travelists. You couldn't do that over Zoom. You needed to go and have that conversation face to face while trying to promote what sustainable travel. You can't make that make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I heard you guys in the comments on that one too saying, well, sometimes you do need to meet in person to have these face-to-face conversations. Agree. But of all things on climate change and travel, you need to fly halfway around the world to do that. Couldn't have been a Zoom call or an email, really? All right, sure. It's like that. Do you remember when oh gosh, who was all the bigwigs met up in Italy, I think it was, to talk climate change? This was years ago. They all took private jets to discuss how to help the little people like us change the world. Like, what's the call to action there? We'll take our private jets, but you peons should share a car. Okay, sure. That's sustainable. Anyway, I digress. So back to this. Yeah, it's just more provoking, if you ask me. What else do they have? The good news is they have such horrible staff turnover. You know, this lady will be gone in like 12 hours. She's probably already gone as it is. As soon as they announce they've hired somebody new, the person goes. So it's not that there's any threat this woman is going to stay with them. I find this one particularly interesting. And listen, I don't talk about people's looks. You look how you look. I will just say, Jamie Kern Lima, anybody? Like, do you get that vibe where it's like, okay, you're going to pretend to be nice to me, but as soon as you open your mouth, you're okay. Yeah, I'll let you finish that sentence. You can decide if you think she looks friendly or not. That's up to you. Whatever you decide on that. All right. We often don't realize to the extent to which the royals and celebrities are run by their private behind the scenes staff. No, we do. And case in point would be Harry. Because for a long time, I think a lot of us were under the delusion that he was a nice enough guy, right? He was likable. Now I'm thinking, how much was the palace doing for that guy? He's sitting here complaining, they looked out for my brother. They didn't look out for me. Au contraire, mon frere, they very much looked out for you because we didn't get to see what a fill in the blank you were until you went out on your own and you started talking. It's like, oh, you're awful too. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting us know that. He wanted to make sure we all knew that. So thanks for your service there, Harry. So not only do these public relations professionals draft statements and plan coverage for their employers' behalf, they're also usually their closest advisors. Again, can you imagine working for Harry and Meghan? They're not going to listen to you. Harry doesn't understand anything, and Meghan's not going to listen even if you had the best advice in the whole world. What's she going to do? My advice is better. She used to talk breathy. I still do that voice for her. But now I think it's more like Elizabeth Holmes. Did you know 1 drop of blood? I'll use my lip gloss here. 1 drop. Elizabeth Holmes. But she's kind of dropped her tone of her voice. I got the funniest comment yesterday, by the way. It said, can you change the tone of your voice? No. No, I can't. Can you change how you leave comments? No, that seems to be your shitty personality. So deal with my shitty voice, whatever. People are so rude. If it helps, I don't like it either. There's just nothing I can do about it. There's a lot of other channels to choose from if you don't like the tone of my voice. All right. Not only do these public relations professionals draft statements, blah, 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 I read that. So when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the decision to hire former Netflix PR executive, tongues started to wag because not only did the show just how close those two have grown to the American streaming giant. So I had a lot of guesses on this saying, what if Netflix thinks Harry and Meghan are such a disaster, probably that they forced them to have this woman. Maybe there's something to that. I didn't think about that. Maybe there is something to that. But who knows? Their new employee, let's see, who was announced last week had worked on something very close to the royal family before. Dun, dun, dun. You can leave me comments if you think the crown is real or fake. It's probably both. In fact, the new director of communications, Emily Robinson, was responsible for promoting the highly controversial drama The Crown from seasons 3 to 6. She oversaw global publicity for storylines such as Harry in that costume. How does that go? Can you imagine the meetings that she had on that? She's just fine with that now. And then she's going to go work for the guy. Well, he apologized. Did he, though? He didn't. He blamed everybody else. He takes no responsibility. You're not going to learn or change if you take no responsibility. He takes no responsibility for that. That was William and Catherine's fault. Remember? Spare? Anybody? Gosh. Let's see. Oh, and then Diana's panorama, not paranoia, panorama interview and a ghost Diana talking to the Queen. Oh, see, didn't watch Your Crown, didn't realize. Robinson was also on the team which fought against calls for a disclaimer when in Series 5, the show cruelly depicted Charles plotting against his mother and savoring the possibility of her abdicating. Dun, dun, dun. It's widely believed that the crown was a source of irritation, mortification, and offense for the royal family. I don't know if I believe that. I read before, and the last time I talked about this, about how some of them supposedly, allegedly watch parts of it. I don't know if I believe that either. They probably saw a little bit. So what? They have more important things to do. Unlike Harry and Meghan, who can just sit around watching Netflix, I'm thinking the royal family's pretty busy doing actual things and actually trying to help people, public service type stuff. What else does Harry and I always do that, Mary and Hagan. Harry and Meghan have nothing. So they can just sit around and watch things like this and have opinions. But it's just striking to me that, of course, Harry is going to hire somebody like this. He can try to make up reasons and explain away without taking any responsibility for his own actions. But yet he's fine with them bashing the family. It's not even that I'm surprised. That's just par for the course with these two. I just think Meghan gets off on the idea of hurting them any way she can. I guess the same is true for Harry at this point. I'm trying to think what it is with him. Sometimes I write him off as just stupid, which he is, in my opinion. But he's also got a vindictive streak in him. So he wouldn't have written Spare otherwise, or he wouldn't have let Meghan help him write Spare allegedly otherwise, right? I don't know. That's my opinion. It's widely believed. Oh, I read that. Okay. Continuing on. Sources tell the Daily Mail that she ruled publicity for the crown with an iron fist and was a divisive figure at Netflix as a result. She left her job in April 2024, a few months after the final, most controversial series aired. It featured a sympathetic portrayal of Mohammed Al Fayed, I hope I'm saying that right, father of Princess Diana's boyfriend, Dodi, hinting that he might have been the victim of the Eastwards establishment. So, again, that's right up Harry and Meghan's alley. It's not a surprise that they hired this woman. Everything they do is, everything she does is calculated. So I'm sure that's part of it. Allegations that the Harrods boss was a predator were circulating widely before the show aired and have since apparently been confirmed in dozens of accounts from women. Ew, gross. One of King Charles' aides had previously been quoted as saying the series trolling on a Hollywood budget. I'm not going to read all this. You get the idea. So allegedly the royal family is anti. Of course, Harry and Meghan pick up this woman, anything to provoke them. While Harry goes on and does these talks where he pretends like he wants to make nice with King Pa. He does not. No, he doesn't. He just wants to keep his name in the press. The same press, he says, every click of what was that stupid line? It was like every flash of a photographer or whatever brings it all back. No, it doesn't. He loves this stuff. Again, case in point, I talked about this recently in a video. He had the opportunity to walk into the back entrance of court, but he didn't want to take that. He wanted to walk right through the front and have his picture taken. Now he can go on and claim my attorneys never explained that because it's his favorite way to rewrite history. No, you can walk in the back. He won't do it. He likes the press. He likes the attention while claiming to be a victim. The two of them, I swear to God, they're so much better matched than we even realize. They really are. I think it's easy for people to write her off as the narcissist and he's in her grasp, her claw. However you want to say that, but I think it's more than that. I think he's got a darker side. You know what's funny? Okay, go with me on this monorail of thought. You ready? When I said darker side, do you know what popped into my head? Just out of nowhere. You probably saw it on my face. My face lit up for a second. Do you remember? Okay, I'm going to date myself here. Come see the softer side of Sears. Come see the darker side of Harold. I don't know why. That just popped into my head. Let me know if there's a catchy jingle you want to make that goes with either of those or just for Harold and Fraud, whatever you want to say. Let me know. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts. Is Harry just this dumb? Is Harry dumb and mean? Is Harry dumb and calculated? I don't know if calculated is the word. I think she's calculated. I think he's dumb with a chip on his shoulder. So I think together they're very bad, but also perfect combo for each other, right? I mean, seriously, enjoy the hell of your own making. You two deserve each other. At least it doesn't have to unleash it on anybody else in the whole world. They can just enjoy each other. All right. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Be sure to take my steps challenge. You can find that over at Goose Adventures. Again, I'm detailing my weight loss journey. I'm continuing to lose and get in shape. So now I'm focusing on, well, I'm still talking about like how I lost and my secrets and my hacks and things like that. Just put out a video of my hacks. Check that out. But also I'm focusing on fitness and well. So I've challenged fitness as well. I've challenged everybody to a step challenge this week. So bring it on. Step with me. Get those steps in. Let me know how it's going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to read your thoughts on this one. Did you watch The Crown? What do you think? Don't get mad at me. I get it. It's fiction. Sheesh. We're all on the same team here. All right. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Let me know your thoughts and have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Okay, they're gone. How are we? What's going on? So yesterday, again, every time I say the specific day, something gets bumped, so I sound like a lunatic. Yesterday, I did like this soft pink thing. Today, I'm like harder. I'm like, yes, mistress. Mom, don't watch this. But no, I thought this was fun. It's kind of a silky shirt, but it's not really like reflecting the light. It's kind of fun. It kind of drapes. But then I forgot about this. I had picked out this like 3-strand of like black pearls that I had on, but it just didn't quite look right. So I like this better. And then I just did these fun hoops. Anyway, yeah. So that's what's up with me. I got to go get some steps now. If you're not a member of Patreon, check out Patreon because I recorded for Thursday stories of rude celebrities. So check that out. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.